sequence, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stand up and we are going to start mountain pose. Put your hands at heart center and you are going to just look at the sky. Take a few inhales. Then on the next exhale, going to move down into chair pose and look up at the sky. And just take a few breaths here as well. And after, you're going to take down and you are going to lead with your head and go down into half standing forward bend. So make sure that you have a flat back and that your head is really out of its shell there. And after that is done, you are going to go into downward dog. And you may need to bend your knees to make sure that your back is straight. Just take a few breaths here. And then after you're done with downward dog, you're going to pull forward with your head. You're going to move your feet down so that your toes aren't touching the floor. And you are going to really bend your back in that lower back area and look up at the sky. Then, after you're done with that, you're going to move into a tabletop position. Make sure that your hands, elbows, and shoulders are stacked, as well as your knees and your hip bones. And you're just gonna keep a neutral spine, looking at the edge of your mat, and then you're going to look up on the inhale, and then down on the exhale. And once you've taken a few breaths there, we're going to move into extended cat pose. So you're going to take your right arm and your left leg. You're going to extend those. Keep your leg pointed, your foot pointed, and try and keep a neutral spine during that as well with your head down. Then you're going to bring your arm and leg down. And then you're going to move the opposite arm and leg up again. Pointing that toe, keeping that neutral spine and looking at your fingertips. And then back down again. And then you are going to pull forward a little, let those knees go down, and then you're going to engage your thighs and just make sure you have some tension and lift up your legs for a downward dog pose. Or upward dog pose. And then after you're done with that, you're going to go back into downward dog. Remember, you can bend your knees if you need to get that straight spine. And then after, you can go forward again and go into this plank position where you have your arms and elbows and shoulders stacked, and your feet are on you're like standing on your toes. And when you're done with that, you're going to put your knees down. You're going to separate them to the edges of your mat. And you're going to fall back into child's pose. You're going to take a few breaths here. And then after child's pose, you're going to come up and you're going to bring your legs together and you're going to have your hands here, or you can have them at heart center, whatever you feel comfortable with. You're going to take a few breaths here. Maybe loosen up your neck. And we're going to be in Zen pose for a bit. And then when we're done with Zen pose, we are going to transition to hero. So to transition to hero, you separate your back, feet, and your front of your knees a little more, just so that you can have that comfort. Here, let me show you on the side. And you're gonna, so I'm no longer sitting on my calves. And then you're gonna take a few breaths. You're gonna have your hands on your eyes. And then you're going to transition into reclining hero. And this one, some people might not be able to go all the way down, but you can use your elbows and still get that stretch. Yeah. And then from reclining, what we're going to do is we're going to come up. You're going to release those legs, and you're going to just go into corpse pose. You can modify this by putting your hands on your belly. Just letting your breaths be loud and shallow. Not shallow, deep. Then after you're done with corpse pose, you're going to use your elbows and get up. And you're going to move into staff pose. So for this one, your goal is to have a straight spine. So you want to have your shoulders back and your neck not up against your ears. And so some might need to make a little triangle with the floor and their legs to accomplish this. And you can rest your hands on your legs, or you can go at heart center as well. And then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to do head to knee pose. So for this one, you take one of your legs, I'm using my left leg, and you lean forward and you pull and you hold your, and you hold your toes, and you lean and you try and you want a stretch on the bottom of your thighs. And you're just going to lean forward into your knee, and this is called head to knee pose. And then you're going to do the other side. Once again, trying to get that stretch, holding on to the toes. So if you want, you can have the legs straight and you can reach for the toes. I just can't touch my toes. So whatever you can do to just get that stretch right here on the thigh, on the bottom of the thigh. And then after that, we are going to stand up and do mountain pose again. And we're gonna lean forward again and do the half forward bend. The half forward bend again, where you make sure you have your straight back. And then after you've done that, you are going to walk your hands forward, put your legs back, and go into downward dog pose. Then after downward dog, you're going to lean forward, move your legs a little bit back, and go into cobra again. And from there, you're going to tuck your feet in, tuck your toes in. No, that's not what we're gonna do. You go from cobra, And then you're gonna engage your thighs and your arms, and you're going to go into upward dog. And that is all.